there, Martin Cohn from martincohnpublishing.com and with lesson 3 of 45 days to 100k. I've been getting amazing feedback from folks who are doing the 10 by 10 matrix, even people who thought they didn't need it because they had so many products. But when they do it, light bulbs go off and it's been really powerful. And now that you've done 2 of the writing lessons, I hope you are beginning to already see how doing 20 minutes of highly targeted writing each day after 40 to 45 days will help you write naturally, persuasively, instead of having to follow formulas and think of exactly what to say each time. Your words will be able to flow naturally from your fingers or your mouth or your mind as you learn to internalize naturally persuasive speech and writing patterns. So after I teach for a bit in this lesson on another topic, you'll get the next instructions for your 10 by 10 matrix and your next writing lesson. And by the way, I hope this doesn't apply to you, but if you're reading this lesson before you have done the hard work of doing the instructions in lessons 1 and 2, you are cheating yourself. Because I know from 10 years of experience teaching this that these lessons are very, very powerful. And in fact, I've used parts of these with many, many different clients. But I've never put everything together like this, nor in a sequential fashion like this, except for writing lessons. So that you are literally getting the most powerful combined training I've ever created. I do know from experience that these building blocks are absolutely necessary. And if you cheat or skip or don't do the hard work, you won't get the results that you want. And by the way, as the lessons come to you, you might feel like they are coming too fast or even too slow. The important thing is that you do each thing sequentially, and it takes you 2 days to do them, a lesson, then so be it. Some lessons might only take an hour and then you can do 2 lessons that day and catch up. But this isn't a race. This is about being committed to finally building out your complete business with no cheats or gimmicks or anything like that. Instead, building a rock-solid business that you can be proud of, that changes lives and makes you an income. And the various tracks I've included here will take you step by step through the parts of your business that are necessary. But don't skip any or feel rushed if you get behind. Just do the lesson next in line. Now let's get to the meat of this lesson, creating your blueprint. Your blueprint is a way to visualize your business process and flow and have it tied to the product and your niche concept. When you read through the answers to the questions in lesson 1, you get a real feel for the concept or idea that is going to drive your unique and differentiated business. It's the thing you are going to teach, how you are going to change lives, the one thing that differentiates you from everyone else in your niche. And when you combine that big idea, that unique differentiation, with creating a product, training, coaching program, or membership that teaches how to implement your big idea or unique differentiation, that is where your profit comes in. One of the challenges I believe many folks have is they are creating or following a blueprint for one side of the success of their business, but not both. Half of a business probably doesn't change lives, and it certainly doesn't make money. And in order for you to stay in business, you need to make a profit, right? You can talk all day about helping people, but if you don't get paid for at least some part of it, who's going to pay the bills? Who's going to pay the fixed costs like your website and your content and your income, unless you are independently wealthy and don't need it? Seriously, if all you do is work for free, that's not much of a scalable product model. You won't have the money to invest in attracting more and more folks to your website so you can change their lives. You'll just be stuck helping the few people who limp over to your website because they found it by accident. Seriously, you need to monetize at least part of your business to pay for the whole thing. Sure, charity is fine, but a portion of your business has to finance the charity. So, the 2 parts of your business are what you deliver, That is what you teach, what changes folks' lives, and what you charge for what you deliver. If you don't deliver anything and only focus on the money, you will be selling clouds without water. And if you deliver, but don't structure things so that you get paid for some of what you deliver, you can't sustain that indefinitely. So you must have two parts to your business: what you deliver and how you charge. So let's look at a blueprint for both sides. Leaving the money out, what's the ideal way to help people? If you just give them 1,000 hours of training and unlimited access to you, they get overwhelmed and don't do anything. Seriously, even if you are free, they will go somewhere else. Sure, they might learn something from you each day, a tidbit or two, but they won't actually follow your system, whatever that might be. And if folks just cobble together a few tidbits from what you teach, they aren't going to get the same results as if they follow you step by step, right? So it's a disservice to just throw it all out there. Here's what works better. Offer something of value upfront to get them to want to give you their name and email address, so you can help them and deliver great training via email. That might be a webinar training, teleseminar training, recorded audio, recorded video, written manual or guide, checklist, and so on. Something small that contains great value. Then you might create something that has a graduated value for people who learn something from you in your initial webinar, teleseminar, ebook, guide, manual, checklist, and so on. That might be a 10-track training program that teaches from the next level. Why the next level and not everything? Because they aren't ready for everything. Just like in all of life, we humans learn in stages. If you start working out, do you squat 300 pounds? No. You start with body weight. Go to a 45-pound bar, then gradually add more weight. Same thing with learning karate. Do you learn all 100 moves the first day? No. You learn 3 moves and you practice them for weeks. Then you add a few more moves. Same thing with marriage. Do you learn everything about communication your first week? No, it takes time. Same thing with raising children. Do you know everything about their teenage years when they're a year old? No, you learn it one step at a time. So your first training teaches them something they need to know, and the format might be 10, 20-minute audios or videos, or a series of print lessons. The next training might be a bigger training program that goes deeper, teaches more or deeper. It might be more training volume, more tracks, or more depth on each, accompanied by a lesson series or homework assignments. Then you might add a membership for folks who want to get new training each week, every week, or who want to mastermind with others who are struggling with the same thing they are. And you might add a coaching program for folks who need more from you than just the training and the lessons. Some people want to talk with you or email you, and a coaching program allows you to do that. So that's one side of your business, how you deliver the amazing result you are known for. Pick and choose from these lists. First, webinar training, teleseminar training, recorded audio, recorded video, written or manual guide, checklist. Then a smallish training on a targeted topic or an overview of your entire topic. Then a bigger training that goes deeper. You can add a new training each month on a subtopic in your niche, so that in 1 year you have 12 trainings. Then a membership. Then a coaching program. And imagine if a new prospect, someone who needs what you have, comes into your world and they do this. Day 1, enroll in webinar or download ebook. They learn about you, learn about your process, and it makes sense. Day 3, they buy your initial training program with 10 tracks of 20 minutes each. They learn more and want to learn more, and so on. Day 10, they buy your bigger training program, 30 20-minute tracks, or 10 1-hour tracks, or 10 20-minute tracks, plus homework assignments or lessons, maybe 30 lessons. They really like what you are teaching, but how the complexity is getting them a little, so they want to talk more with you personally, so on. Day 20, they enroll in your coaching program. They like it a lot, but they hear about your weekly training membership, which gives them even more of your training, and choose to join that on day 30. What kind of results is that person going to get in working with you? If they follow that progression, and you teach what you know, and your technique works, and they do what you teach, they are going to get great results. And if that happens, they stay in your coaching program and they stay in your membership. And each month, when you create a new training program, they evaluate it and many may buy it. How does that feel for your business? Think about it. Go back to your 10 by 10 matrix and your initial questions and study them. What could you teach in each of these? Your ebook or webinar, your initial 10-track training, your bigger, deeper training with homework lessons, your coaching program, your membership. Write it out like an outline. Take a sheet of paper and write out what you would teach in each of those programs. That is the blueprint for the delivery side of your business. Tomorrow, we'll create the blueprint for the financial side of your business. So that is the first part of your homework for today. Write it all out and outline. Take a sheet of paper and write out what you would teach in each of those programs. Lesson 3, Part 2, Writing Lesson. Yesterday, you wrote some questions to determine if someone has the need you help with. Here are some more sample formats. Are you frustrated with? Do you get irritated by? Does it bother you that? Do you ever get angry that? Are you having difficulty with? Now, the purpose of these questions is to dig into someone's challenges and remind them that they are having a problem. They wouldn't have joined your list in most cases if they didn't have a problem. But sometimes they forget the seriousness of their problem when they are reading your emails or sales letters. These questions remind them of their problem. So for this lesson, I'd like to take this a step further and write down 5 problems people have in your niche. Then write 2 questions to use to dig into each of those problems. Here's one example. Problem: someone doesn't know how to cook rice and beans. Questions: do you get frustrated in the kitchen cooking, trying to figure out how to make rice and beans? Does it bother you that others are able to make delicious plates of rice and beans and you struggle with it? Do you struggle trying to figure out the right way to make rice and beans? Do this for your niche. More information, of course, is available at martinconpublishing.com. I'm looking forward to your feedback and any information and questions you may have. Thanks and cheers.